Tap into my energy, tap into your energy, and just be. Take a moment just to relax. Take a moment to allow yourself just to breathe. Allow yourself just to stop the wheel for 1 second and let's shift into a different space where we can start beginning to align ourselves to our highest purpose, aka aligning ourselves to what we want in life, the start, the start of the blueprint, the start of the map, the start of your walkthrough in this game called your life. Let's start here. So I'm going to start with my story, the start button. And I'm not going to go all the way back. I'm going to start from when I just started to wake up and I started to understand that I wanted to break the wheel because I was tired of feeling a certain way. I was tired of living a certain way where I told myself, no more. I looked in the mirror and I said, no more. I don't want this no more. And it was my soul crying out to me, bleeding, the feeling bleeding out of me, telling me like the signs, the synchronicities, the message was, let's go. Time to go. Time to leave this scene. Time to reprogram and break out of this other program. Time to reprogram yourself. Time to change the story. Time to level up. You can fill in the blank where, meaning whenever you're tired of being in your own way, where whenever you're tired of being stuck in the same routine, you just change it. And the change starts with how you want to feel. Because regardless, you could sit here and say, hey, I can control anything. I want this, I want that. And if you watch my last video, that doesn't happen because a lot of times you want things, but you don't need them in your life because they're going to cause chaos. So you dodge that bullet. You dodge that bullet and you look back at it and you go, you know what? I'm so glad that didn't occur in my life. That job didn't happen. That relationship didn't happen because my life wouldn't be where it is today. I wouldn't be smiling. I would be at peace because that's what I want. So I would be in pieces. But right now, I am whole. I feel whole. I am smiling from the inside out. I am glowing. So from the start button where the game starts for you, where you start unlayering yourself and you start wanting change. A lot of us, we want change, but we don't think change is possible because we don't see it. What we don't see, we don't believe. But if you know love, you know God. If you believe in the energy of God, then you believe in the energy of magic. Believe in the endless possibilities of life and believing, having faith that things are always working out for me, for you, that I am not in a prison cell. I am I am in a playground of my experience, and the experience are my thoughts. So my thoughts, I change my vibration, and I start to break the wheel. I start to get myself unstuck. I start to open up different doors because I am no longer resistant. I am actually changing things up. Instead of doing the same routine every day, I'm actually, instead of going left, I'm taking a right. I'm changing my perspective. I'm changing my environment. I'm changing my thoughts. I am changing everything about me because I want change. My body is craving change. Everything in me is change. So that's where my story begins. I close my eyes a lot because those of you that don't know, I actually do channel. So closing my eyes just keeps me like grounded a lot, and it just helps me like deliver the message clearer. I feel like I open my eyes, I'm just like just going a rampage. And it just I burn myself out more. So when I close my eyes, I like don't burn myself out more, if that makes sense. Okay. So the start. The start for me was where I didn't want to feel the way I felt anymore. I wanted change. I wanted generational change. I used to drive by these mansions in Munson, Mass, Long Meadow, Mass, and I was like, I want that house. I want this. I want that. And I was like, why can't I have it? Why can't I have it? Why is there nobody that looks like me that lives in this area? Like that is going to change. I don't have to live in that mindset where I'm just stuck somewhere. No, I'm going to make a change. And I felt that. And I remember being working in the jails, and I told myself, it's time to go. It's time to go. This, I passed the test. Um, I graduated from this school. I'll leave it there. I graduated from this school and I'm ready for the next level in my life. And I felt it and I felt it. And that's the start button where I'm just like, something don't feel right. It's time to go. And I was in fear, but I did it anyways. And I end up early retiring in 2021, working in a death row facility. It's not death row anymore. They actually overturned it, but it was a very dark space. And from that dark space, I learned to find the light. So I'm always grateful for that whole experience in my life from childhood all the way to that experience. I love that darkness. I love the darkness. I love the light. I love the chaos. I loved it because in that dark space, in that chaos, I learned and I built the strength to something that was heavy, that was hard. I made it light. I made it manageable. I made it soft. I made it, where I can get out of any space that of darkness and find the light. I can change the program anytime I want. I can change the avatar body. I can change the player. The player doesn't have to be this person. The player can be whoever you want to show up as an actor. Because we are all an actor in this play called our life. We are all a player in the game we call this life. However you see life, and you don't have to be stuck on this loop. You don't have to be stuck on this program where you're stuck within your mistakes. You don't have to always be stuck where you're always this person or you're always going to be this person. Or no, you can make changes. People grow. Allow them to grow. Allow them to dig in the dirt, dig into the root of the problems, of their problems. And it's not even their problems a lot of times. You're breaking generational trauma, you're breaking generational curses. You're reprogramming ancestral DNA codes. You're reprogramming things. You're building abundance, generational wealth for your family, for your bloodline. So yeah, sometimes you're in that dark space, but you're in that dark space so you can plant the seeds that are fruitful for your life. So the darker, the deeper that you go, the taller, the more fruitful your tree is. And you have to allow that tree to grow. Don't sit there in despair in the corner in darkness and thinking that there's not a way out. And I'm telling you, there is a way out. There's a way out. It's the way you want to feel. The universe is mental. You want to change anything in your life, you change the way you want to feel. I don't want to feel this way. I want to feel that way. Just think of it as a vacation. How you're going to take a vacation next week. and you can already feel the vacation. You already know what you want to do in the vacation. Take that same feeling and put it into your life. How do you want to feel right now? How do you want to feel next week? How do you want to feel for the rest of your life? How do you want to feel? And from right there, you start changing the narrative. You start changing who you are. Who do you think you are? You start changing things. And trust me, once you start changing things in your internal world, your external world reflects it and it starts changing. Doors start opening because you're breaking that wheel. You're breaking that program. You're becoming unstuck. Instead of doing the same thing all the time, you're actually changing because you're changing your thoughts. So you're going to change your life. And that was my start. My start was I'm in I'm in fear, but I'm going to do it anyways. I started my own business. I'm in fear. I'm going to do it anyways. Worked in corrections from 2008 as a county sheriff. I was afraid, but I did it anyways. My dad did not want me to be in law enforcement. He feared it because he was in it and working as a correction officer, and he didn't want me to experience that as a female. But I did it anyways. I I quit playing basketball in college. I didn't want to keep pursuing it. It's like I self-sabotaged myself to playing because I was in fear to leave. So I self-sabotaged instead because I was like, I'm not gonna tell anybody I don't want to do it. I'm just gonna make excuses why I can't do it anymore. And just feeling the different feelings that I was feeling, like going back into my inner child, going back into like just the things that I was stuck in, and looking back and realizing I really wasn't stuck. I was just doing things different ways. But now it's like I'm older. I'll be 40 next year, is become wiser. And I started from the start button. When you start changing your thoughts and start telling yourself, I don't want to feel this way, you start waking up your soul, and your soul starts helping you align to your soul's mission, to your purpose. And you start understanding like how you're navigating through your emotions, through your thoughts. And became I worked in law enforcement, graduated college. I took so many classes that my last semester I had to um, commute to school. I took so many semesters because I didn't, I mean, so many classes a semester. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I wanted to do everything. So I did everything. I was about to graduate with 3 degrees, but I decided to graduate with 1 degree and 2 associates. And I graduated. Um, and I had to commute for my last, hold on. My mic went off. There it goes. I had to commute for my last semester, but let me not go on that tangent. And putting the pieces together, like all my degree and my associates, like just putting things together and realizing like everything is mapping out. Everything is a puzzle that's playing out. Like I'm playing this game, I'm picking up tools and I'm understanding the game, and I'm in fear because I'm uncomfortable doing these things. I'm like the what if factor, but I do it anyway. So the start button. I um I retired early in 2021 from the jail, and I wanted to be more than a personal trainer, more than just being known as Daniels, the correction officer. I wanted more because I felt more within my inner world. I wanted more. It's nothing wrong with saying I want more because I know I'm worth more. I know I'm worthy of more. I know that my life is abundant. It's not stuck in a system. It's unstuck in the energetic flow of the life that I feel, the vacation that I see, that little light, that just the feeling that something bigger for me, something that I can't see, but I can feel is bigger for me. I left 2021, worked on my fitness, just training so many people. My business is blowing up and it didn't feel right. I still felt unhappy. So I said, I went on a trip. I didn't really want to go on a trip. And I feel like when I don't want to go places, those are the places that change my life. I'm like, I don't want to go. And then I go anyways. And I'm like, oh wow. It's like, it's you're playing a game. So follow me. You're playing a game. So like the different characters, the different, the parasites in your consciousness, the demon, the devil, Lucifer, and your consciousness is telling you the Satan, the Orion, the Lyran, and your consciousness is telling you don't do it, don't do it. And then you like, I don't know, son in my heart is telling me to go, but my mind is telling me no. And then you go and it's like and it's like that Lucifer that Satan energy is like she got it. They won this time. Lemuria won this time. So I came to California. I was just like, I'm gonna go, whatever, let's go. Came to California. 90 days later, I ended up moving back, and it was one of the best, one of not the only, one of the best decisions I ever made. And I understood. I was like, I don't quite know why I'm here, but I kind of know why I'm here. Like it matches the vibration of my heart. I feel like I'm back home. That's what it feels like. So I'm sorry for everybody that doesn't see me a lot in Massachusetts, but I do feel home in California. It doesn't feel like a forever home. It feels like a 5 year home right now. Just going back to the roots, going back to like, the past me, just going back to just feeling the energy. Like, you know, I could have been living here lifetimes ago, many lifetimes ago, and I'm just coming back home to experience, to open up my heart space, to polish this avatar body, whatever you want to call it. I feel my vibration, my energy, it just feels in sync and I feel whole. Like I don't feel in pieces. I don't feel at peace. I feel very much whole. So from that start button, I start changing the actor. And I only wanted to wear one mask. And the mask that I wanted to wear was not this personal trainer, Nikkk, this law enforcement, Daniels, this strong person, this resilient person. I wanted to take those masks off, this healthy version of Nikkk, that. I wanted to take the mask off and I wanted to just be naked and just be my authentic self. And only mask I'm going to wear in this game is my authentic truth and my authentic self. And a lot of times, like I just like college, I can do a lot of things. Like I just so gifted, and you guys that know me just know, just like even yourself, like you could do so many things. You're a multi faceted, dimensional being, do so many things. I didn't even know how to come on here and describe what I do. They're like, Nikkk, what do you do? I'm like, everything. And now I'm just in this space of just being authentic and being in a space and telling you from my start button, my vacation is seeing a microphone and just talking. Give me a microphone. That's all I want. Just to speak truth, to speak my experience, to teach the things that I mastered, to teach the things that I experienced as a student, the things that I graduated from, the things not even in this lifetime, lifetimes after lifetimes, experiences after experiences, tapping into my bloodline, tapping into my mycelium network, tapping into my ancestral codes, and just giving people love, the energy of God, love, to help them get out of their own way when they feel stuck, when they're just going left all the time and they want to go right, but they're afraid to go right. Go right. Listen to the inner GPS system of your soul. So with that said, my start button was me reprogramming my life and not wanting to feel the way I felt. Didn't want to feel stuck, didn't want to feel happy, didn't want to feel in pieces because I didn't want peace. I wanted wholeness. And leaning into I'm afraid, but I'm going to do it anyways because it feels right. I see I see the vacation. I feel it and I'm ready for it. I'm going to do all the work for that vacation. And that vacation is what your soul, your higher self is calling you to do, that GPS system, that navigation, that signs and synchronicities are aligning you to it. You're just feeling it, opening that yellow brick road in your third eye and just going down it and understanding, being authentic so you can feel your way towards your highest purpose in this life. Everybody wants to know their purpose. You have to feel your purpose. A lot of times you can't see it, you feel it. And trust me, getting unstuck out of the comfort and leaning into your fear is going to unlock so many different doors because you're not resistant with the flow. You're allowing things to flow so different streams can open, different paths can open for you in life. So press the start button in your life. Press that start button in your life. When you press the start button in your life, just understand that it's just a game. It's just the experience. It's just a test. You're in school. Lean into it. Enjoy the experience. Whatever you're going through right now, enjoy the experience. Whatever you're trying to figure out, enjoy the experience. Don't allow the illusion of the experience that's outside of you to change anything inside of you. And if you feel the change and you go into this dark space and you're not okay, just be authentic. I am not okay. I'm in this dark space. I need to study more. In that dark space, you are studying you. Like, okay, I don't want to bother right now. I need to figure this out. In that dark space, figure out you because in that darkness, that's how you understand and you start tapping into the light. I'm gonna share my screen real quick. See if I can. How do I share the screen? Oh, here, share screen. Share my screen. So this is my book, Reprogramming Your System, Engineering Your Ancestral and DNA Codes, everything I talked about right now. I'm going to be teaching this complete book, Emotional Mind and Body Detox, aka Reprogramming Your System, November 1st. So I want to leave you guys with this. Inhale, take in that vacation, charge, charge the body up, charge the mind up. Let's recharge this battery. Exhale if you haven't already. Discharge, release out all that doesn't serve you. And I want to emphasize this too. A lot of times we charge too much where we leave our body, we leave our phone on a charger and we end up overcharging ourselves. Listen, take those recharge days, but don't leave your body, this avatar body, this energetic body, don't leave it on a charger. Do not leave it on a charger. Take it off the charger and do things that you're fearful of. And it's out of love. Don't go out there and start doing crazy stuff. Do things out of love. I really wanted to start that podcast. I'm afraid, but I'm gonna do it anyways. I really wanted to ask my manager for a raise. I'm afraid, but I'm gonna do it anyways. I'm afraid to leave this apartment, but I'm gonna apply for another apartment anyways. That's out of my comfort zone, so I can grow. I'm going to leave you guys with this, though. This is what the inhale, again, the exhale. Self love, the authentic you, the mask, the only mask that you want to wear is love. Love, self love, the God energy of just whatever you think God is. Have, stay in that vehicle. Let me drink some water. You're in a vehicle, this relationship, this self love relationship with yourself. You're in this vehicle and you're going on this mission to your highest truth. You're unlocking your purpose. So let me just read it right off the screen. Self love is the relationship that connects you to your highest truth, a truth that unlocks your purpose and unchains you. Unchains, you're not a prisoner anymore, and unchains you from the old system, helping you create a new system. Listen, you can't fight the old system. All you could do is create a new system, and your focus will change. I'm not going to fight the old like I'm being resistant, like I'm not okay, but I'm going to be strong. No, don't be okay, and focus on what strong looks like, and then eventually your focus, your attention is going to go towards the strong. Okay, we all want to be free, but freedom comes from releasing what's holding you back. Welcome to your journey of unchaining yourself from outdated programming. The connection is the charge in. How do you want to feel? And the discharge out, how you don't want to feel anymore. That creates the energetic flow. You are an energetic, your body, everything is energy, everything is God. Let's change it. The God flow in the ocean of your subconscious programming. Listen, there can, the consciousness from the presidential election to what you see on social media to what things that are downloading into your consciousness, from even going back to the light and the dark war, thinking that, you know, Satan versus God, you could just put it like that, right? Orion versus Lemuria, Black Panther versus Atlantis. The light and the dark, the war is always in a cycle, but the dark has been winning the world war. Let me slow down, for the longest time, with the consciousness of just negative thoughts. From those negative thoughts, thinking that you're not good enough, thinking that maybe the color of my skin is not worthy enough. Listen, change that, detox that consciousness from the flow. Listen, the energetic flow in the ocean of your subconsciousness. We're reprogramming. This means that through your journey of self discovery, you can edit, delete, and change your life. It all depends on where your attention is focused, as that determines your energetic flow. I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna leave it there. If you, those of you that have my book, you understand where this is going. It gets deep. Listen, if you are stuck and you are in your own way and you feel like I don't want to be in this space anymore, and then this is something too. If you're grateful for waking up every day, I had this conversation yesterday with one of my clients, and she told me that she was grateful to see another day, and I love that. But let me reprogram that. Death is just a transformation, right? You're just going to another level in this game called life. Your soul is going back home. You're going through a life review first. The however you see what heaven is for you or the other side is for you. And I thought about that. So let me just keep my eyes closed for a little bit so I don't go on a tangent. And I thought about it for a second. I said, I told her this. I said, see life as a big vacation. Like being on earth, this time, space, and reality right now is just a vacation. And then when you go back home from that vacation, you say, dang, I should have did this instead of did that. let me go back to earth. Let me go back to earth. Let me change some things up. It's some things I want to do. So this is as a big vacation, and I'm grateful for this vacation. I'm not grateful for waking up in this vacation every day because I'm grateful for being on this vacation, and I'm going to experience everything that my soul, my heart desires. And then when I finally wake up from this illusion, and I wake up to back home where my soul is originated from, when I'm reviewing my life before I go, you know, it's a journey, it's a process. Before I go back home, before I leave this vacation, before I wake up, do the things that you want to do on vacation. Do the things that you want to do that's going to set your soul on fire, that's going to make you happy, that's going to make you fulfilled when you go back home. Learn the experience. So when you're in this time, the space, reality on earth, enjoy the experience as a student of your life. And listen, November 1st, if you don't know what I'm talking about and you want to get deeper insights and you want to learn how to get out of your own way, November 1st, 21-day emotional mind and body detoxification. Yes, it's a meal plan. Yes, it's a body detoxification, and it's also a mind detoxification. A mind detoxification. I want to help you reprogram the old system and help you create a new system that is for you, that creates wholeness, creates happiness, and aligns you to your highest purpose. Listen, stay rich. I love you. Thank you for joining me on this start of the game called your life. Stay rich.